All right, I'm so excited to jump into the bonus training, the simple strategy I use to help people lose 2 to 5 pounds in 1 week without dieting. And I know what you're thinking, that can't be possible, right? Well, if you watch my webinar, you already know we're breaking down the walls of all the myths around weight loss. First, I'm going to jump into the 4 things that impact weight. Now, of course, there's more, but these are ones that we actually have some control over. Number 1, muscle. Now, muscle loss can happen as we age, and also from deconditioning or lack of activity. This happens a lot as our jobs get more and more sedentary. Now, losing muscle mass slows metabolism, makes it harder and harder to lose weight over time. So to get that first 2 to 5 pounds off, obviously we don't want anyone losing muscle. So number 2 would be fat. And this is what everyone wants to lose. It's the hardest because our body locks away fat for a lot of different reasons. There's energy storage for times when food isn't readily available, or as a protective mechanism against inflammation and toxins. And then, of course, our food choices and medical conditions contribute. Losing fat, this is what my customized weight loss plans are really built around, optimizing the body to burn fat quickly without any harsh dieting, without any exercise, so my clients can get fast results without all that extra effort that it typically takes to lose weight as we age. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. There's 2 other things that cause weight, or at the very least prevent us from losing weight. So number 3 on the list is water weight. Something you may not have thought of, but we all carry an extra couple pounds of water weight. That's totally normal. But under the wrong certain conditions, the body can hold 10, 15, even 20 pounds of excess water. So how do you know if you're carrying too much water weight? Some telltale signs are swelling in the hands, ankles, or face, stiffness or achiness in the joints, and fluctuations in weight. They're just kind of random. They don't seem like there's any particular cause. And then number 4 on my list is bowels. And I jokingly say, have you pooped yet today? You know, typically we're going to pass about a pound per day, but constipation is a really common issue associated with weight gain, some other medications and medical issues. And that means either infrequent bowel movements or incomplete emptying. When constipated, the body can hold up to 25 pounds of fecal matter. So if your mind isn't exploding yet, it should be. Imagine just carrying around an extra 25 pounds of waste. So losing the first 2 to 5 pounds in a week without dieting is as simple as getting rid of water weight and improving digestion, really just meaning pooping better. So how do we do this? Getting rid of water weight 101, drink more water. And I know it sounds totally counterintuitive to a lot of people, but we get rid of water weight by drinking more water, not less. When dehydrated, the body holds on to more water since it doesn't have any new water coming in. And then when we are properly hydrated, our kidneys work better to flush everything out of our system. So how much water is enough? The amount of water someone needs, it really largely is based on how much they weigh. Since our body is made of approximately 70% water, the more we weigh, the more water our body needs. So as a general rule of thumb, we need about half our body weight in ounces per day. So that's 50 ounces for every 100 pounds. For example, a 200-pound person would need about 100 ounces of water per day. And if that seems like a lot, keep in mind this is considered to be the minimum amount of water the body needs for optimal functioning. But also, as you lose weight, you're able to reduce the amount of water you drink. For someone not drinking much water, I would recommend front-loading the day. Drink more in the morning and early afternoon. That way you can taper it down at the end of the day. Cut it off 1 to 2 hours before bed. That way you aren't up using the restroom all night. And the body adjusts after a week or so to the higher water intake, so that urinary frequency, it's going to go down anyways. Pooping better 101 is just to eat more fiber. And at the most basic level, fiber is the key to preventing constipation and emptying the bowels completely. It's estimated that 95% of Americans don't eat enough fiber. So yeah, you heard that right, 95%. And it's not all that surprising. As our foods have become more and more processed, the fiber gets stripped out. And fiber is the food for your gut microbiome. All those good little bacteria in there that we have that are supposed to be able to help us digest better. Now, there's two different types of fiber, soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber is what gives your stool the bulk, while insoluble fiber makes the stool soft and speeds the passage through the digestive tract. As a little aside here, soluble fiber also slows digestion, which can prevent blood sugar level spikes and lower blood sugar levels, which is extremely important in this age of type 2 diabetes. But both are important and should be eaten at about a 2-to-1 ratio of insoluble to soluble fiber. So for every 2 grams of insoluble fiber, consume another 1 gram of soluble fiber. And there's so many sources out there, but here's some of my favorites. Insoluble fiber, green leafy vegetables is really where people should be consuming the majority of their insoluble fiber, but nuts and seeds are also good sources. For soluble fiber, you really want to get them primarily from fruits, apples, berries, citrus fruits, but also lentils, beans, peas, and carrots contain a large amount of soluble fiber. So how much? Between 25 and 35 grams of fiber per day, this is combined soluble and insoluble, would put you in that top 5% of Americans that actually consume the appropriate amount of daily fiber. But what if I need a little more help? If you know what I mean, wink, wink. There's plenty of good fiber supplements out there. Look for the ones that don't contain sugar. There's also powder magnesium that acts like a detergent for the digestive tract. It's like a mild natural laxative that just gets everything moving better. And also Smooth Move Tea has stimulant properties that actually increase contraction of the muscles in your digestive tract, which helps to push the stool through. So how to lose 2 to 5 pounds in 1 week without dieting. Drink more water, half your body weight in ounces daily, and eat more fiber, a mix of soluble with insoluble, 25 to 35 grams per day. That really is it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just focus on these 2 things for a week, and you're going to be amazed by the results.